mission is, together with staff, families, and the community, we empower all students to thrive within a culture of academic excellence in a creative and innovative environment where everyone is safe, respected, and valued. Our mission is inspired to learn, empowered to explore, and prepared to act. The next is public input. Does anyone have any public comments this evening? No? Okay. Alrighty. Reports and presentations. There's no correspondence. And announcements. I don't have announcements here. Yes, we'll hear plenty of announcements. Okay, so the student advisory report is going to be Kayla Newman. Thank you, Kayla. Welcome.
Thank you. So I'm in high school and I'm also the first woman with the middle school representing here. So I got the assistant leader of the student committee at the time and got to know about some of the treatment in the middle school and what they've done in the back to school year. So back to school night and it was on September 11th, it was Friday night. Everybody was looking to turn out with lots of things coming in. And we also had a lot of familiar faces. We got to have the school committee, some members here. And the school committee was table and PTA also was table, along with all of the other after-school events. Also, Dr. Wyatt got to go in and talk to some of the parents and young students about the high school year and all the great opportunities that were came on in the Bourne schools. One of the things that excited me most was the ice cream social. It was a Friday afternoon as well for all of the students in the middle school, so that was for sixth graders primarily. They got to go out to the cafeteria and they were on Sundays. They were just one down, essentially he was there helping out, and teachers as well, so there was nice interactions with their teachers. And on to the next slide, there was also student mentors there, so older kids, kids that are leadership roles and so they got to be there for the new students to communicate with, to ask questions, and to just be welcomed by people who had a bigger presence there. Additionally, this year there's a new schedule, and I got to talk to one of the 8th graders and ask about her opinions on it and what it meant for her. And she said that she really liked it and the years were going really great because she's actually taking the classes that she wants to be taking. And a big reason for that is that she was given more an opportunity to select her own classes, which I know as a senior in high school, that has been a huge thing for me in my upperclassmen years that I did not get as a middle schooler or even underclassmen. So getting to start them out with that is huge for them, how much my education experience changed when I got to and get the classes that I wanted to take. And then my boss kind of talks about that. She also noted that a lot of her peers were enjoying being in class more and they were engaging because they were in classes that were created to subjects they were interested in. Additionally, classes meet every day, which makes more learning time, so all the classes meet one block, which also makes it nice and continuous as well. And it was pretty short, but that's everything we have, so thank you guys.
Thank you. That was great.
Thanks so much.
Alrighty, on to updates on strategic facilities plan. So we're going to take this time right now to discuss amongst ourselves with the school committee the listening sessions and the current survey that went out. Thank you everybody who took the survey, who was in the listening sessions, the parents, guardians, community, teachers, wide variety of people were involved. So thank you for that. So we'll start off the discussion we'll have a discussion for about 30 minutes, and then hopefully we're going to narrow down our goal as a school committee. We're going to narrow down 1 or 2 deliverables to Dr. Joe to find out more information about as far as the realignment of the grades. And then she'll find out more information, and we'll vote hopefully in November. Okay. funny because we've heard differences, 25 years ago, even the parents that were in the listening session, they were the 8th grade class that went up to the high school. So some had good experiences and some had not so good experiences. The 8th grade at that time was definitely intermingled with the rest of the high school. So our goal is to absolutely, definitely do our best with keeping a wing and keeping the 8th grade separate. So that would be really nice in a separate lunch, possibly integrating some 9th graders with the 8th graders in some classes. This would give the 8th graders the opportunity to see our amazing pathways, so that's a plus. Our 8th graders and some of our 7th graders are already on the bus with me, upperclassmen who ride the bus, and they're on sports schedules and things like that. So they're already acclimated, and I love telling the story. I don't know why, but I was here the other day, and I saw Coach Null about 20 times walk by me. I mean, what am I looking for? The hallway duty and the supervision, I mean, is next to nothing. I was like, hi, Ben, so I would totally feel safe sending my child here, to 8th grade. And then all of the academic opportunities they have, all of the activities. And something really exciting, when they have the UCT step-up day, we are going to have one as well the next day, or same day, afternoon, same day, and it's just going to be amazing. So that these students will have the opportunity to see, the UCT and then us, and we're just, we have a lot in store. So I'm really excited to share that. And then the grade 1 move up will also give the opportunity to have more people. So, I'm sorry? No, please don't. Just say what you got out of it. Yeah, that's what I kind of stated. Okay, so whatever you guys feel you'd like to talk about.
I think that many of our illegal stunts, and I was really dedicate some of the things one grade.
Didn't have a favorable experience. I mean, that was 25 years ago. There's so much more education around, just so much more education around how to do it, how to make it right for the person. Thank you. Yes. Yes, programs, right? Absolutely.
So it's probably the smallest group
know, I mean, that's what we're known for, you know, and I get goosebumps every time I think about it, but we do such a great job in the town of Bourne with building community, you know, and our people are amazing, the schools are amazing, so I love that you brought that up.
I went to the Zoom call, that was last night, it was with the teachers. And it said to the team participants, I don't know if I'm including that everybody who was on the call, so we did like empathy on that call. Overall, I think a lot of the discussion was more focused on that and the questions that they had, how to protect my job. Overall feedback was that they were in favor of the neighborhood school. They heard concerns about things that one person mentioned, they said, oh, I hear other places have no problem with it. And that's where those discussions went. We just not a lot on that, but I wanted to know some of the things that maybe Dr. Bill got more than me, because he was teaching elements, so like, this is new to me. But someone mentioned the oldest learner in the class, in school, brought that up. Another, I think, important point that we had discussed before was some of the question of the alternative learning program is growing and can be considered an alternative learning school. So again, kind of throwing out that question of thought. And then somebody else mentioned the best model is to be based on all together, what's best for early childhood, or early ed. So those are just some overall feedback. And then there was a lot of very specifics of how to attack a class and using certifications and things, so a lot of those kind of specific questions. Really, really good ones. That was a lot of that. I would say the bulk of the conversation probably based on
Right. And whatever the change is, I am very confident that Dr. Joe and their entire staff will make sure that it's, I don't know if it's seamless or just make sure that it's just, it goes so well. Yes, as seamless as possible, that's definitely high on their priority. Yes, very well.
I was on Zoom call with the parents, and there was some concern about the eighth grade, and they asked about the different experiences when they were and then the other classes were more logistics, like to make sure the ILC holders would be used to similar age groups, and they brought up the good transportation services for it was on the first introduction app.
Yes.
But that was, it was just a couple of different specific questions, it wasn't the whole conversation.
Right. Okay, yeah, no, that's very good. Did you see the somewhere in school, yeah, most of them are too, so. Yes, maybe working on clothes.